So I come back from the gym and Augie is under the couch and I see why. Hello, you did that? You did that to my plant? That's your sister. That's my baby too. Like, why would you do that? No.
Your eyes tell me that you don't want to leave just yet. No, my eyes agree.
Hi, friends and beautiful people. Okay, so I know I have been slacking on this video with Augie for his 1 year, me having him for 1 year. And I know a lot of people have been asking about it and what he looks like and how he's doing. He is a big boy. Hey, puppy. Hey, you're a big boy. Yes, you are a big boy. He is a big boy now. If you follow me on Instagram, you have seen his antics and all of the things that he has gotten into. But this is now my 1 year video check-in with him, all of the mayhem that he has gotten into. And honestly, like I've tried to record this video a number of times, but I just haven't been able to stay super consistent with it. I haven't even rewatched the videos that I recorded to put it together and edit it. So here we are re-recording and just kind of like getting through all of the things that we've been through. So I just wanted to do this quick little intro video before we get into it. I'm pretty sure I have recorded that, like, all of the tips and things that he has done. I'm getting a call.
You want the sandwich or you want the meal?
Ooh, the meal.
Alright, cool.
Oh, if they do give bread, I guess, do they give cornbread?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I love bread, but I can't eat bread right now. So yes, he has been a handful. He throws up very often. Every time I see these little memes on Instagram, or they're not even memes anymore. I feel like people don't even make memes anymore. But anyway, anytime I see like these reels and these videos, or TikToks, that's what they are. TikToks. Every time I see these TikToks of people like, oh, me sleep and my dog at 3 o'clock in the morning, like throwing up, yes, that is what happens. He throws up all the time because he's tiny and he wants to eat everything. Somebody actually, I guess, I don't know where these sunflower seeds are coming from. I don't know if it's the person above me or if they're finding their way onto my balcony somehow, some way. But I keep getting sunflower seeds on my balcony, like whole ones and cracked ones and eaten ones, and he continuously eats them. So now every day before I let him out on the porch, I have to make sure there aren't any sunflower seeds, because I'm pretty sure that's why he usually throws up. He eats bugs, which is normal. Like, these are all very normal dog things, but he's tiny. Like, he's so tiny. And I feel like the smaller breed of dogs, they're very prone to being sick. He has been rushed to the emergency room. This boy, he got into, I think, some ants or whatever it was that he got into, but he was throwing up. I had to take him to the Banfield Pet Hospital, and normally, like, they will send you to the emergency room, but they said that he looked like he was literally about to take his last breath. They didn't obviously tell me that right then and there, but when I picked him up after they did like all his x-rays, they had pumped some fluids into him and all of that and got him stable. His gums were white, his tongue was white, like, it was bad. I was crying and everything, and I was like, oh, my baby. But he's here, he's alive and well, and, you know, doing his little Augie thing. He broke his leg in his first 6 months of life, which I think is very common. I know a few people who said that their dogs have broken their legs in the first however months. And since they're babies, when they're puppies, obviously, like children, their bones are continuously developing, so they heal very quickly. When he was out of the cast, he acted like he was never in a cast. Like, my boy was running. He was going. He did not care. There was not any telling him no and stop. He's super, super smart. Super smart. He knows a lot of little tricks. He knows commands. He knows what go potty. Like, when it's time to go to the bathroom, I have like a little mat outside for him to use the bathroom because he's small enough to do so, and I am also lazy enough that I have to have that because we're not going outside all the time. Like, that sounds really bad to me. Anyway, but he knows, like, when I open the door and I'm like, go potty, that's it, we're going potty. He knows what potty means. He knows what treat. You want a treat? You want a treat? Huh? You want a treat? You want a treat? I don't have it in my hand. You want a treat? Okay, anyway, he knows what treat is. He knows what water is. He knows what get out, stop, no, all of that means. I'm not a mean doggy mom. He is just very excited, very overwhelming sometimes. Super lovable. He loves to cuddle. He loves people. He's so friendly. And yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and get right into this video. I'm pretty sure I probably have said everything already that I have set to say, but this is my baby. I've lost some plants. He's eating plants. Like, it's just a lot. We'll see. Just, you're such a model. You're such a model. You're such a model. All right, so we just got in the house, right? You know what time it is? You know what time it is. You sitting there waiting. You're waiting. You know what time it is. Go ahead. Okay, let's show everybody we know tricks, right? All right, you ready? You ready? Sit, sit. Come back this way. Sit. Give me a paw. Good boy. Down, down, down. That's not down. Down. Good boy. Around, around. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, you usually play with it. Boo. Did you just swallow that whole thing? Oh, you barely chewed it. Okay, so I think I confused him. Why is it so close? Oh, no. Yes, okay. Yeah, I think he was confused because I usually like would break it up and give him a piece for every trick that he does. He really only knows 3 or 4 tricks, but I gave him the whole thing. Like, I made him do all of his tricks in one sitting and then gave him the treat. So instead of playing with it like he normally does, he was just like, next, I need more. Next, what's next? Oh, that was aggressive. But I don't have any lashes on right now and I look like a little zombie and I'm missing a nail. Ah! Every time I record a video, my nails just, Lord. It is now February. So I had him for like a year and a month, a little bit, but he is my baby. Like, he is my child. He wants to play all day, every day, and it took some some getting used to. That's what I was trying to say. Wow. Okay. It took some getting used to. I don't know what's wrong with me right now. But it took some getting used to because, like, I wasn't used to, like, having someone or something always, like, in my face, all up on me. And, like, I feel like any guy that I've ever dated can relate. Like, Augie is me. Augie is how I used to be in relationships. Like, I want your attention all the time, all eyes on me. Like, what else are you doing if you're not paying attention to or talking to me? I got him like as a support animal, and it probably took me up until like November, so the entire year, to even really look at him and acknowledge him as a support animal. Because at first, like, I would be so stressed all the time. I'm just like, you are supposed to be making me happy and you're making me more stressed than happy. Like, you're adding on to the stress. So I really had to like reframe my mindset and how I was looking at him, and just like appreciating the fact that he's always in the moment. Like, he lives life momentarily. Like, whatever is happening, he has such a short attention span. Like, it's nuts. Like, I really don't know what I would do if I didn't have him right now. Like, if I was able to take him to like daycare and have him play with other dogs and make him a little less codependent on me, it probably would be a little easier. But like, since I don't, he's super codependent on me. Like, Yorkies are very attached dogs anyway, and I do spoil him. Anybody will tell you like, Imani, you made him that way. Like, yes, I do spoil him. I do let him sleep in the bed with me. Like, right now he's being super nutty in my lap, and he just ran away. Hi, hello, I'm talking about you. I'm making a video about you. Okay. We used to go on road trips. Like, that's my road dog. Like, every other weekend we would be in New York. Like, and I really do think I kind of gave him PTSD for being in the car a little bit, which I need to figure out how to fix. I was giving him like CBD treats, but they really wouldn't help, because he's just like super hyperactive. Like, nothing really helps for his hyperactivity. So I try not to like give him too much of anything and just like let him rock out and let him be him, whatever. In May, I took him with me to New York, and he was the life of the party. Like, everybody loves Augie. Like, Augie loves everyone, but he doesn't really like being held too much. Like, he wants to like say hi and say what's up, and he wants to be in the mix, and he wants to know like what's going on, right? So he jumped out of my friend's arms. Like, my friend probably like 6 foot, we'll give him 6 foot, right? Probably 6 foot, but Augie thought he was Superman, and like, he was like fidgeting and doing all that stuff, and he just like, you know, took a little leap onto the, it was like turf, but it was concrete under the turf, and it was, I literally vividly remember like what happened. I'm watching him fidget around in my friend's arms, and I'm like, oh my god, like, Augie, stop, you always be doing too much, like, you're always doing the most. And I just heard the thump. Like, it was, you heard the impact, instant like screaming out. I was like a mess because he didn't want anyone to touch him. Like, he was trying to bite anyone who touched him. He was screaming, he was crying, like, you know, crying out. I'm crying. Like, we were having such a good day. Like, I hosted a nice little meditation in the park. We went to brunch. Augie was in the purse with me at brunch. Augie was at meditation. Like, Augie meditated for the day. He came to brunch. We went to my friend's rooftop and, you know, was continuing the nice, eventful day that we had, and it just went left. That day just went very left. First of all, the 24-hour emergency pet hospital wanted to charge me, I think it was like $900 or something like that, just for him to be seen and taken in, and just for them to wrap his arm. Like, they didn't do any x-rays. He was just admitted and he got wrapped. That was it. So that was $900. Then he just, you know, he was a baby at the time. I think he was probably about 6 months. They told me to keep him in like a box so he's not moving around too much, but he kept trying to jump out of the box. Every time he would move around and he would hurt himself, and then he starts crying out. I literally did not sleep for a week. He got his x-rays, he got his splint on, and they wrapped it, and they were saying like, since he was so young, he didn't necessarily have to get surgery, because the pet hospital was trying to tell me that he needed surgery and that it was going to be like $5,000, and baby, we were not doing that. Okay, no, I didn't have pet insurance, if you're wondering. Lemonade apparently is the thing for pets. Like, get you some pet insurance. That's the one thing I'm gonna say. Get pet insurance, because you never know what's gonna happen. Because aside from him breaking his leg, we also had another near-death experience. But this was the first thing that we had to go through. Okay. So I talk with my hands, and this is what he does. But anyway, long story short, his leg fully healed in about 3 months, I want to say. By honestly, really not even 3 months. I think it was only 2 months, because by July, we were out of the cast. So he went back to his crazy Augie doggy self, flying off of things, jumping off of things. For small dogs, you definitely need to have the like stepping stool things for them. Even though like they think that they're invincible and they can like jump on and off of things, like eventually it's gonna give some wear and tear to their joints and their little tiny bones. I'll link one down below from Amazon that you can get. But yeah, that was our break a leg situation. What else do we want to talk about? What else do we want to talk about? Oh, potty training, girl. Potty training him was actually very easy. Like when I got him, he was not potty trained. But as you guys saw, like if you watch the video from like when I got him, he like knew to go on his little blanket. Like, you know, he really wasn't having that many mistakes. When I put up the crate for him, like he knew to go in there and use the bathroom, and that's pretty much how I potty trained him. So I know typically people will like crate train their puppies in a sense of like they can't, like you can't come out until you use the restroom. You can't come out until like you pee on the wee-wee pad, and they kind of like start to know that the more and more that they have to do it. So that's kind of like the methodology that I used to train him in his little crate, that I would like lock it on the thing and I'm like, nope, go potty, like go use the bathroom, you know. And like he will stare at me and like, you know, try to claw his way out, but then like eventually he knew like, all right, I'm gonna use the bathroom, then that means I'm gonna get out. Not this piece of hair. So that's pretty much how I crate trained him in the house, and then he would just like go on his own. Like since he is really little, he has a very tiny bladder and he has to use the bathroom very frequently, and I was not trying to go outside in the cold, especially in the winter. Like we're not doing that. So he was using the wee-wee pads in the crate, and he was crate trained that way. So one time I left him in the house. All right, so I was going to DC for a day, for 1 day. So please do not pet mom shame me at all. And I couldn't find anyone to watch him for me. So I put him in his crate. I gave him like food, water, put the wee-wee pad down, and I'm like, all right, it's not even 24 hours because, well, maybe it was exactly 24 hours or a little under 24 hours. But I figured he would be good. Like, you know, I figured he'd be fine. He's crate trained, he can potty. And the crate was big enough for him to have like one side for him to sleep and eat and the other side for him to use the bathroom, because, you know, I know that dogs don't like to go where they eat. I mean, who does? So, girl, by the time we came back from DC, right? And I really wish I had a camera at the time, because I have a camera here that I watch him on, and I have no idea how, but you guys saw that crate. Like that crate was huge. Augie is still the same size that he was when I first got him. He is tiny. He is about maybe 5 pounds. How did he get out? Like, I came back from DC, I opened the door and he was just chilling in his bed outside of the crate, staring at me, wagging his little tail, rolling over on his belly, like, hey mom, here I am, right? Come home. There is shit everywhere, like everywhere, in my room, in the second bedroom, in the living room. Like he was having a poop fest. He said, oh, you thought you were leaving me? Like, copy. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom everywhere. So I came back to a nice little surprise. It still baffles me how he got out. The door was locked. The little door for him to come in and out of was locked. I have absolutely no idea how he got out. I've seen my cousin's dog like scale the crate and get out that way, and I'm guessing that's probably what he did. But that was very interesting. It's been a great first year. It's been a great first year. Like, we play, he keeps me company. He is definitely playing into the role of an emotional support animal a lot more these days than he was at the very beginning. This is what he loves to do. Again, feet. Always with the feet. Not you side-eyeing me. All right, man. All right, man. Come on. Come on.